have some news.
What?
I thought today that I would take you along to the game with me. Unfortunately, normally there's 11 of us that go, which makes it very, very difficult in the car to be filming. But today we're actually going to be in the car with just 3 of us. So I'm hoping that I can try and give you a bit of a journey, take you along with me. Out of the 11 of us that go on our crew, we all have very, very different perspectives and outlooks. So there are most definitely people in sort of my clan who I go with who are very anti-Thomas Frank, who are very Thomas Frank in, who are very Enoch in, Enoch out. So lots of different opinions and views. But let's see where today takes me. I am 1 hour out from leaving to the game, so I am about to get on my long johns, get on my thermals, and get on all the kit to go out in this 0 degree freezing cold weather to go and sit for what could be, well, it's minimum of 90 minutes, but let's see what happens. To turn this down.
Why?
Well, I have some news.
What?
I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant, everyone. And we're not going travelling. We're not going travelling. However, I have started a YouTube channel about Spurs. So we're currently on the way and I'm filming it now because it's still light outside. And I already sung your praises. I'm very warm because I've got about 10 layers on. But I already sung your praises. It's alright. I told everyone already that you're camera shy, so you might not want to come on. And we were talking the other day, yesterday, about Dragusin and Richie and Romero. And what was it that you said? The rumours yesterday were that they were thinking of leaving, right? And what was it that you said?
They said they wouldn't be happy if someone better came in and they sat on the bench.
Right, exactly. And we were also saying that things can change very, very quickly, and all it's going to take is 1 or 2 signings for things to turn around. So you never know. So how are you feeling about the game?
We're Spurs.
We're Spurs, exactly. I think I'm more excited about doing this video than I am actually watching the game.
Inside, the ball would have been up the other end of the pitch.
Who's that?
Spence. It was Spence's fault for the goal.
What, for
the Bournemouth 3rd goal. If you look at the play, it was Spence, and I blamed Spence at the time. I said to you, look, what was Spence doing?
Well, I thought last game was...
the Bournemouth game.
I thought the last game was one of the best games that we've played this season.
But it was one of the best games, but he did the wrong thing. And that's what happens, you're taking the wrong, and that's what Frank's saying, we're doing too many mistakes.
Yeah.
He said that we're doing too many mistakes.
Yeah, I did make that point in my first video.
I mean, it was Spence's fault for that 3rd goal. Don't play it inside where you can lose it. Just play it down the wing, there was someone there, an easy ball.
The problem is, we've conceded so many similar goals from outside the box this season, just like it.
Okay, and why wasn't someone just blocking it, coming in blocking? Don't have a free shot. And what happens? You have a free shot and they score because it goes into the corner. The football goals are so wide.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, team news is out. So I'm going to read the squad. We have Vicario, Danso, Paulinia, Xavi, Richarlison, Tell, Gray, Porro, Odegaard, Davis and Van de Ven. So it's what we expected, except Davis and no Spence.
So it's Hunstrong.
The bench is Kinski, Dragusin, Udogi, Solanke, Spence, Colin Scarlett, Byfield and Williams Barnett. So Solanke is on the bench, as we just heard rumoured. Alan's at the back. We picked him up on the way. Okay.
Mistakes out. You keep giving the ball away, you've got to cut those out. We're doing too many, and Frank admitted it. Too many mistakes.
Yes, exactly. We're giving them the ball. Too easy.
And that is not down to the manager.
No.
There you go.
Well, people say he doesn't change anything, but then the players have got to...
Players got to step up as
Exactly,
well.
step up. That's the word I'm looking for. Exactly. The thing is, when you have more competition in the team, then they'll be fighting to get in the team, so they'll have to play better. At the moment,
Exactly.
at the moment,
They know there's nobody else.
Yeah, exactly. I think Tell looked lively in the last game.
Quite well the other night.
But he has to keep going if he wants to stay in the team. Keep playing well. Then he'd make himself undroppable.
Well, he could go in the Champions League squad.
But that's it. Make yourself undroppable.
So I'm not very good at this because I wasn't actually filming.
Ridiculous is that?
Dad's annoyed.
What?
They've run out of sugar. They went to get a cup of tea and they've run out of sugar. And last game they ran out of milk. So this is not good planning. Clearly, whoever's in charge of the buying at Spurs, their procurement department is not very good.
Before the game, and then run out of sugar.
They got no sugar. The queue's not even that long. They need to get better people in to buy stuff at this club. So we just got our tea, and it turns out by the time we got our tea, they brought up sugar from downstairs. So we were joking in the queue that the medical department were in charge of buying, procuring the teas and the coffees and the sugars. So we were just talking, score predictions.
I'm going for 3-1 Villa.
3-1 Villa.
What's your prediction?
I said 1-all full time, and potentially Villa steal it 2-1
Very
in extra
optimistic.
time.
She's more optimistic than me.
Let's see.
Tottenham Hotspur. This is our club to do
Here's one of the teams. There's a make-up third round tie of Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur. Number 37, Mickey Van der Ven. Number 33, Ben Davis. Number 6, Ciao Padilla.
The club was deeply saddened by the passing this week of two of our former players, Martin Chivers and Terry Yorith. Terry, a legendary player and manager of Wales, played for Spurs between 1979 and 1981, making 68 appearances. Martin set numerous goal-scoring records here between 1968 and 1976. He scored 174 goals in 367 games and won 2 League Cups and the UEFA Cup in the early 1970s. Martin was a hugely popular Matchday ambassador here and worked right up until his sudden passing this week. We're joined beachside by members of his family and former players. Please join us for a minute's applause for Martin and Terry that will start and end on the referee's whistle.
Painful first half. We're by the away section. You can hear the Villa fans. Tanya's still on her prediction, 3-1. But 1-1 is not going to be the final score, I'm afraid. I feel like no one's chasing it down. Odebear's getting overrun, Horror's being overrun. I think the only one that's really fighting is Tell. Tell's the only one really pushing. I think Ben Davis has been okay. Richie going off, another injury, is just painful. So let's see what the second half has in store. But as you can hear from the noise behind me, the away fans are having all the luck right now. And this is another painful half-time break for Spurs. I've just been informed that when we get to 4-0, we're going. And we never leave. We never leave before the final whistle. So we're not far off it, to be fair. Not far off it at all. I wouldn't even be surprised if that happens in the first 10 minutes of the second half, the way we're playing. Oh, good old Spurs. Well, clearly Frank doesn't have much to say if we're already on the pitch.
So now we might score a goal.
That's true. That's true. Well, apologies for the abrupt end there. I believe that, was it Morgan Rogers and Paulinho started having it out by the away fans. I think it was something to do with Rogers celebrating the goal potentially at the end of the game. I'm not quite sure, but everyone started pushing and shoving to get out. So we made a dash for the exit. So apologies for the abrupt ending there. But I just want to take a moment to thank you all for liking, subscribing, commenting. I can't believe it's been the end. I posted my first video like 48 hours ago and we're already up to 3,000 views on that first video. And I believe about 500 subscribers at the time of making this, which is absolutely epic for a first day doing Spurs content. So thank you all so much. I appreciate all of your support. And I also want to hear from you guys. What did you make of the game today? What were your initial thoughts? Are those of you that were kind of thinking Frank in? Are you now thinking Frank out? I don't want to make any rash comments, so I'm going to take a while just to decompress, process what happened today, and I will come back to you with a full, fresh video with some insights debriefing the game. Just an overall thing to say, as much as we lost the game and as much as the first half really wasn't very good at all, I do believe that we did redeem ourselves in the second half by playing a little bit better, showing a bit more, just having a bit more passion about us, being a little bit more front-footed and aggressive. But we will, of course, dive into all of this a little bit more, hopefully tomorrow. So I will see you all back then very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.